Right, he's gone through with the shot. There's a man underneath. He'll watch it sail. Over 100 for Virat Kohli. 100 number 23 is first against South Africa. Rohit Sharma. Yeah, just looking at down that South African side. Now, when you had JP Dumini, Farhan Behardine, you were stretching the batting order, weren't you? That's a pickup shot. He plays it well. Won't quite rush to the boundary, but get there eventually for the first of this Indian innings. Again, I think happy to hit in the air.
Yes, I think it's not coming on too quickly. The wicket's on the slower side, and since the fielders are in, now the...
He likes playing that shot, and he's the one Indian batsman who plays it really well.
Yes, Rohit Sharma just helped the ball along, the fielder inside the ring there. Just helped it along the way for a boundary.
With Vineet Kulkarni. There he goes with the shot again. Oh, he likes taking on people with the pull shot. For years when we were growing up, we were told it was a shot that Indians didn't play. And now Rohit Sharma plays it as well as anybody.
He loves the pull shot. And every time the bowler bowls shot, no matter who's...
Now in the air, has it been taken? He struggled to keep it down today as Rohit Sharma, and Chris Morris picks up the wicket. It was looking ominous from a South African point of view, Rohit Sharma, but again, just wonder if the pitch is a little slower than the batsmen think it is, so it's held up a little bit. So India lose their first wicket.
Massive wicket for the South African cricket team. Rohit Sharma been the informed batter for the Indian team right throughout this tour. Just held up in the surface. We saw a couple in the first over from Steyn do the same thing. The fielder placed it mid-wicket this time. Good catch taken from Du Plessis.
Yes, sir. 21 from 19 was a good start for Rohit Sharma, but a small one nonetheless. It's 28 for 1 in the 5th over.
It's more relief that you get away with just a minor injury. To the top and hit it nice and square. You see a lot of the Indian batsmen. Is that a wicket?
Yes, it is, and this time the little floater is not too far away from Quinton de Kock. And once again, the short ball has done it. South Africa targeted India with that, even on the slowish surface. And Shikhar Dhawan has another disappointing stay in the middle, gone for 7 from 15. But this time Quinton de Kock gets there, and Rabada has looked so good once again. Just checking the front foot for the no ball. So the celebration a little bit on hold. He's all right.
Impressive from Rabada in this heat. Into his 4th over. 5th ball of his 4th over. Finds the stamina to dig it in hard. Finds the glove. And Quinton de Kock gets round beautifully. We saw last over him just miss out on one. Gets there in. Big wicket again.
Big wicket, big-hearted bowling from South Africa in this heat here in Chennai. So Shikhar Dhawan's got to go. Rabada will celebrate. And India have got a problem on their hands. 35 for 2 in the air.
It's a betting unit. This is a little chip straight back over the ground, but it's more than a chip in the end. He's middled it, and over the boundary she goes. The first 6 of the day.
A good use of the feet. That's so important when you're playing the spinners. We've seen that with AB de Villiers, with Faf du Plessis. Look at that, very good use of the feet, straight back, presented.
And he gives width, and off she goes. Through the offside for Ajinkya Rahane.
Terrific timing that from Ajinkya Rahane. Just a little bit of width, as Sean said, but that's enough on a pitch like this. For the quicker bowlers, you're better off bowling a little bit shorter rather than that length. Look at that, it's the length where the batsmen like to play on the up. Nothing's going to happen laterally, and that's what...
Oh, what a shot that is. Down on their feet, and the batsman was on his toes, getting tall and right on top of the ball.
And as we mentioned, there was a change of field at the start of the over. They got it as a 5-4 leg side field. And then there's been two deliveries that have been offered a little bit of width to the batsmen, the Indian batsmen, the right-handers, and they've both been put away with some style.
There's the googly. Deep mid wicket in position, but it's will get to the boundary. Desperate dive. They're checking if it's gone over the boundary. It was the googly, just back of a length. He picks it up, Virat Kohli, and gets into a good position. And the intention was to get a 6. This has gone over the fence. Just get the feeling from what I can see. It might have been on the boundary cushions on the full. Yes, it's a 6. Desperate dive there from Fungiso on the deep. 50 of the partnership comes up. Early call. Has to put in the dive. Lucky. There was no direct hit. 50 for Virat Kohli.
That's his second in a row, and he looks pumped. Applause from the Indian team and his crowd in Chennai. Strike rate of 98, 50 or 51 deliveries. Desperately wanted it. Picked the wrong man at mid-off, maybe.
What do we find? Bowler was interested. Morris goes back to it, and Rahane will get another boundary. Valuable runs this for India.
Momentum definitely shifted in the Indian favour. South Africa need to find a way. It's gone across his stumps, in line.
It's gone fine. Puts in the dive. Dale Steyn is very quick, but the ball was quicker to the boundary. 11 runs of the over with those 2 boundaries.
On either side of the stumps.
Now there's a sound as it passes. Up goes the finger. Ajinkya Rahane is gone for 45. The big man comes back, Dale Steyn, and promptly delivers for his captain.
Well, it was just a shorter delivery outside the off stump, and Ajinkya Rahane thought that he'd got a little bit of width. He's inside edge actually, and you can see his bottom hand has come off. Very good catch that by Peacock. Never easy to take those catches, but Dale Steyn has delivered for his captain. He's broken the partnership. Rahane out 45, 139 for 3.
That's it before. The brilliant touch of Virat Kohli coming into play there.
Brilliant shot by Virat Kohli there.
Oh, that was full-blooded straight drive with the bottom hand coming into play.
And on the surface today, every time Tahir has been flat or quicker through the air, he's been punished. Looked like Virat Kohli picked that, passed the ball up quickly and smashed it past him. Tahir not the best bowler, best fielder off his own bowling. It was Riola's putting in.
He's gone straight and he's got some bat on it. This might have just gone all the way. Picked the slow delivery really well, Suresh Raina, on this occasion. 124 kilometers per hour.
Oh, he played that shot in the previous over too. Handsome once again, and if anything, even longer.
Ended up being catching practice from Bhatiradu on the boundary. You've seen his willingness to go after the bowlers in the last few overs, and this one he executes beautifully. 142 kilometers per hour, so that wasn't a slow ball this time around. And he just went through with a full delivery, went through with the hands. And you can see a neat catch taken by Radu. Very casual. Throws the ball back.
Terrific shot.
Right, he's gone through with the shot. There's a man underneath. He'll watch it sail. Oh, what a 100 for Virat Kohli. 100 number 23 is first against South Africa. Well played, Virat Kohli. Back home at number 3. And a wonderful, wonderful innings. He's paced himself really well. 112 balls for the 100.
Under pressure makes it even more special. India had to win this game. They won a very good toss. And Virat Kohli, coming in after 2 wickets, were down to 35, had to make sure that he played a significant
Shot. Now that's the kind of shot making you see when Suresh Raina's in form. Full face of the bat.
This is beautifully played by Raina. No element of risk to it. Full of delivery, round the wicket from Morris this time. And he just clears that front leg. That's when he plays at his best and hits it straight down the ground with immense power.
It's the angle that made it easier for Raina, but
Oh, well. There wasn't anyone there to take advantage of an unusual looking shot. 2 and 9 for 3.
Imran Tahir into the attack. How will Indian batsman approach him? Sun's going down. The waves aren't too big. But the Indian waves with bat in hand have been quite big today. Particularly led by Virat Kohli.
what's also heartening to see is they picked up 116 singles in the past. They've looked at a lot of boundaries. India like to score a lot of boundaries, 16 fours and 4 sixes in this innings. And look at the ones, 116. That's been the hallmark of a nice setup. Good build.
Well, Shahzad catch it now. The only one who can catch it is a volunteer behind the rope there. It went into a wide open area between mid-wicket and long on. Absolutely nobody inhabiting that piece of real estate.
There was the googly once again. He was going to have to check. I think it makes contact with the advertising cushion. So I think that'll be signalled a 6. I don't think it bounces before. I think it's straight onto the cushion.
A wrong choice of delivery down the order. People look to go on leg side, and when you bowl a googly, they're hitting it with the turn. Much better off bowling the leg breaks, the turn away from the right-hander.
Needed to get a good over in here, Imran Tahir, because he's probably got to bowl 2 more after this. Signal was late.
All the other hundreds have come in the second innings in a run chase. A bit of power in that shot. Correction. More than a bit of power. 250 comes up for India.
And he's taken his time to get going, and now see what has happened. He's got a measure of the pitch. He knows what the ball is doing, how the ball is bouncing. 1 shot away from a half century now.
That stage of the game now where every ball matters, certainly for the South African team.
Wide. So the question was what ball, and he's out. Simple catch there to mid-wicket. Looking to go for the big hits now. Suresh Raina realizing that they are in the final overs, the slog overs, the death overs, to look to score as many runs of every ball, not just singles and twos. So perishing in that attempt. But what a terrific innings he's played. 53 of 52 deliveries. Suresh Raina. Huge partnership as well with Virat Kohli. There you can see not quite timing the ball. Simple catch. The fielder would be on the edge of that 30-yard circle. But he's played a terrific innings. He's played a big hand in taking India to that score of 2.
There he goes, runs. The crowd is not disappointed. They're thrilled, in fact. Gets off the mark with the boundary. It's 270 for 4. The team is just looking happy today because everything's just gone right. Virat Kohli.
Get them occasionally, but this is more like it. This is more like it. Well, Mohandas Menon could have put his hand out and taken that catch. Instead, he's just notching another 6 to Virat Kohli's name.
A 6 from a batsman who's cramping up. Another clean hit.
Just what you've been referring to, Sanjay. Not at the pitch of the ball, but trusting his hands, in form, 100 behind him. Smashing it over long on. It's a big hit, that.
So many occasions he's actually deceived Virat Kohli by change of length. Now he's just stiffening up. Oh, the finger goes up. There was a noise and there was a feather touch on that one. And Virat Kohli starts walking. Rabada gets another wicket, as he always does for South Africa.
Great ovation from the Indian crowd. They've recognised what a superb knock that is from, or was from Virat Kohli rather. Banged in again from Rabada. He catches the glove down the leg side. An outstanding 100. Wait to see if that's been a match-win innings from Virat Kohli.
And he heads to new batsman. They haven't given. Harbhajan is gone. Round the legs. 2 wickets of 2 balls, and South Africa coming back in this innings. Maybe not by a long way, but they are really preventing some big runs right towards the end of the innings. Rabada once again in the act.
And it emphasizes once again that it's not easy for the lower order batsman. Now is it going to be called a no ball? That is going to be the question. He's a tall fella. So what looks pretty much touch and go when it lands. The line belongs to the umpire.
The first landing, I think this is where maybe the foot is in the air. When does it touch the ground? Maybe this is where it touches the ground. This one could be the one touching the ground. Is there something you see, Graham, behind the line?
Well, I think that will be called a no ball.
Interesting. So the umpire upstairs thinking that there was something behind the line. So Harbhajan Singh is walking off with a smile on his face, and young Rabada gets another wicket. This happens very often. The ball hitting the thigh pad and changing direction to go on to hit the stumps.
It's a very large thigh pad that Harbhajan Singh's got on there, and the ball gets hooked underneath. It just drags it back onto the stumps. It's gone first ball, 291.
Now this is also maybe an indication of the pitch, Graham. It seems to have really slowed down. The ball is obviously soft. Have to keep a close eye on the pitch because it's prone to wear and tear today's. Straight to hand. Catch taken. And Dhoni starts walking towards the pavilion. So the short ball once again working for the South Africans. India on the threshold of getting 300 runs.
Disappointment from the crowd. Didn't get to see MS Dhoni find his rhythm and attacking ability here today. South Africa's tactics getting the better of MS again. Tucked him up with that back of a length short delivery. No opportunity for him to free his arms. And all he could manage was lobbing it up to the mid-off position. Maybe de Villiers takes the catch. MS Dhoni gone for...
And the short ball works, and this is going to be a run out. With India not reaching 300, but the target set by the Indians after winning the toss and batting first, the key. If it really slows down, this is a winning total for India. Virat Kohli got 100, and when he gets 100 in day, so Mahendra Singh Dhoni would be quite happy as captain.
We've seen some away swingers to de Kock. Is that an edge down the leg side? No, doesn't make point.
And when you bowl quickly, sometimes this happens as well. The ball comes nicely onto the bat. He's got to swing it.
And that's why they've gone around the wicket to him often, is to try and tuck him up, because he is so strong square of the wicket as Quinton de Kock. And this is another example of it, beautifully played, but the ball's just drifting.
He sponged that really hard. He just thrown his hands at that ball, and there was width offered as well by Mohit Sharma. So fully cashing in on that free hit ball.
Yeah, a little bit of width, and as we've mentioned, so strong square of the wicket. And don't you be disappointed. There was an opportunity. India had 299 on the...
Straight to hands. Shikhar Dhawan takes the catch. And Hashim Amla still doesn't get a score in the series. He's walking back extremely desolate. And the crowd erupts. That's a big wicket right at the top of the innings.
There was a drag down from Sharma. I'm not too sure if he was attempting the short delivery. But Hashim Amla was onto it in a flash. Couldn't get the elevation to clear Shikhar Dhawan at square leg. And ends up being a good catch. It went with a bit of pace. He just takes it above his head. Comfortable. And the first South African wicket is down. And India are happy. They've picked up the first one. They've got an open door. South Africa now 36 for 1.
And we'll go the distance, I think. 6, so it's not working, this style of attack against Quinton de Kock.
The end of the over, 62 for 1.
Well, there is the wicket, and it's come about through some outstanding spin bowling from Harbhajan Singh. Just drawing Quinton de Kock into a stroke, but the ball wasn't there.
Quinton de Kock, the man dismissed. He's gone for 43. It's 67 for 2.
It's deep on the leg side, a leg slip. Oh, inside edge is it? Yes, the finger goes up. Look at the reaction of the batsman. He cannot believe it. Unfortunately, this cannot be reviewed. So he's got to take that slow walk.
Well, he certainly is going to have a visit to the match referee's room, because he's shown a little bit of disappointment, dissent, whatever you might call it, immediately after the umpire gave him out. Oh, there seemed to be some sort of a sound in your earpiece. Shamshuddin giving it out. Just a little bit of turn there from Akshar Patel, and his first reaction there was there, and I think that is what is going to get him a visit to the match referee's room. He's gone, looking good. He's gone for 7. The softer bottom hand, terrific. That'll be a boundary. I don't think Mishra will be able to get anywhere near that. In fact, he's not even trying as Rahane goes there. 100 comes up with that streaky boundary. 103 for 4.
I think this will be very disappointing for India. With the 2 slips in place, you don't need your man to be too wide. You can afford to have him a little bit straighter. And there should never be a gap here between keeper and first slip. That's a genuine outside edge to a left arm.
Down the edge.
Good use of the feet, converts it into a full toss, and he also finds the gap. He's such a fantastic player to watch and a difficult player to bowl. AB de Villiers.
I've been touching on it, but the class of the man, being able to transfer the pressure, mixing up the lengths of the Indian spinners. Seen with the sweep shot, now the use of the feet.
Now was that straight? Up goes a finger this time. I think it was a straight ball. And I'm not sure Behardine had his left foot planted outside off.
He had the outside edge beaten, then he had one that chipped the leading edge and almost got caught at backward point, so he went for the different option. He decided to go for the sweep. It was the quicker delivery. It hits him, he gets a bit of a stride, but I think that contact's probably on middle and off stump. And the umpire judge is going on to hit middle, and you're on your way, Mr. Behardine. He goes for 22. South Africa 144 for 5.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. And the first ball that's short is greeted with an appointment with the boundary rope. All of a sudden there's a present on offer.
Well, yes, I think bowled at about 132 kilometers per hour, halfway down the pitch. Really easy. Look at the...
And get another boundary. This time neither intentional nor distinguished, but doesn't matter.
Third boundary of the over for AB de Villiers. Inside edge, it beats Mahendra Singh Dhoni and away to the boundary. He's decided to pull the trigger, has AB. I thought maybe he might just try and stick around for a little bit longer with Morris at the other side. Morris can.
Now Mishra. And 4 more. India being a bit hospitable.
You do get the sense that de Villiers stands at the crease at the start of an over and says, okay, these are my options. If he puts it there, I might go leg side. If he gives it a bit fuller, I might hit him through the offside. And he just waits for that ultimate delivery. And this is one of them. The drag down just on leg stump. He gets back into position so early and then picks his spot, and it's a boundary.
Been so much seam. I don't think that was going to hit the stumps. Maybe a bit of inside edge, but that's a run out.
And India broken through. Morris the man dismissed for 9. It's 185 for 6.
Grab.
Oh, nice shot. And again, he's cramping up. But this is a nicely timed lofted shot for 4 runs.
200 comes up for South Africa, and it's a good shot because it's against the turn. He was not to the pitch of the ball. He knows he has to deal in boundaries with them cramping up in his leg.
All of his 10 overs spell. And this is big. Sails into lob the stands, but well clear of the boundary rope. The danger factor of AB de Villiers still out there for India. 214 for. He's gone straight. This is much flatter, but the distance is good. And that's going to be 6 runs, and that's going to be 100 for AB de Villiers. Second 100 of the series. He knows he's got a bigger job on hand, but what an innings.
Everyone round the stadium, including players from
In this innings. Now, was there an edge? He's walking. Is this the match here? Kumar gets the wicket. It's not to be today for AB de Villiers, but it doesn't matter. 112 from 107 will never tell you the story of some of the finest piece of batsmanship you'll ever see. Certainly in these conditions here.
Well played, AB de Villiers. Supremely entertaining. And while you were there, you gave South Africa a chance. He goes for 112.
To be fair, the Chennai crowd gave him a standing ovation after he got out. What a shot. And into the boundary this game. Well, it's not dead yet. 10 came from that over. It's 239 for 7. Now 61 needed of 5.
Elstane's been some good touch, hasn't he, during this tour? He's had some wonderful shots. Last game we saw him hit one up and over the bowler's head out the ground.
Now he'll get that to the boundary for 4. Now this should be taken. And it is by Akshar Patel. So Bhuvneshwar gets a wicket with that short ball again.
Point. Bangisa gone for 20.
Section of the crowd.
There's a fielder there. And he does it.
Easy catch. Stain goes for 6. South Africa. And here goes airborne. It'll land safely. I don't think the South Africans will even try and get back for the second. So it ends on 264 for 9. South Africa 35 short.
Second batting card. Quinton de Kock got a good start.
The wickets were invaluable. Patel and Mishra down. They got up to a decent start with the Cock, and then it was